Welcome once again to the Ahern video podcast. Today I want to talk about the last quarter of 2014, the beginning of 2015. I'm receiving a lot of telephone calls, a lot of emails from a lot of my clients and readers of the Ahern advisory saying, what's your take on the economy? What's your take on the driver shortage? What's your take on our industry? What are some of your fears? And the list of questions goes on and on and on. I continually say that I am not the smartest spark plug in the engine, and I say that genuinely. I'm not a dummy, but what I have been able to do is surround myself with people that are much more competent than me, that are much smarter than me, plus all of the auditors that I utilize in our consulting practice are all ex-presidents, CEOs, or strong operational people. They retired early, they received their golden parachute, and they have the type of knowledge and the experience that's necessary to survive the peaks and valleys of our industry. Is the driver shortage going to continue to get worse? Yes, it is. Are there things that we can do to make sure that we don't become a statistic? Yes, there are. Can you continue to recruit drivers the way you used to? Absolutely not. You have to look at one fundamental issue. And that fundamental issue is that the average truck pay for a driver is about $50,000 a year. Now let's put that in perspective. Many times that driver is away from home for a long period of time. Many times that driver is dealing with inclement weather. Many times that driver gets to the shipper and then has to sit and wait. And as we know, under the new HOS hours of service guidelines, every time that driver is waiting any additional time, that's costing him or her money. And then there is still that stigma that the trucking industry is not safe. Now, when you take all of that stuff and you add it all up, would you want to have that kind of career in a truck? Are driver wages going to go up? Absolutely, they have to. I think there was a report by Stifel which they believe in the next 2 or 3 years, two things are going to happen. There's going to be a mother load of capacity issues, and two, drivers will be earning between, I think they said $70,000 and $85,000. Driver pay has to go up. Rates have to go up. Cost of equipment's going up. Cost of technology is going up. Implementation of e-logs. Hours of service is reducing the drive time. Wages have to have an impact. More importantly than that, people are going to work for companies that embrace family values. I don't care if you got 10,000 trucks, I don't care if you have 2 trucks. They want to know that you care. They want to know that you're really concerned with what's happening with them. In our auditing practice, many times we'll go through the exit interviews and you'll have good drivers that leave, and one of the primary reasons is I told the dispatcher I had to get home in a specific time, and so he or she sends me in the opposite direction. The other thing is there's little things, you know, hey, good job, send them a text message, send them a birthday card, send them an anniversary card. It's very interesting. At one of the speaking engagements I had, I said, how many of you send each of your drivers a birthday card? How many of them send them an anniversary card? How many send their kids? Well, why is that all important? Well, because it's sending a signal. Is FMCSA going to continue to flex their muscles? Absolutely. I sat next to a director recently of the FMCSA, and after talking to him for about 5 minutes, I got up and left. And he made me so angry that I figured I didn't want to embarrass my host. I didn't want to lose control, but it was that attitude that really concerned me. And that's the things that we need to change. Those are the things that we need to do. I still believe we are the safest industry in the country. I believe that there will always be a maverick in our industry that's going to cause us great duress, but that's in any business. But I don't believe that we deserve the criticism that we're going to get. However, I'm also a firm believer that quit complaining. You can complain all day long about everything. You need to learn to work around them. FMCSA is here to stay. Guidelines are here to stay. E-logs are here to stay. Cost of equipment's here to stay. These are a fact of life. The other thing that you need to plan for in 2015 is accountability of employees. Employees are so critical, good employees, to driving a company, overcoming their challenges, and making a success of that business. In the old days of just giving them a salary or a pat on the back doesn't work anymore. There's got to be a carrot to chase, but you've got to set up specific goals, specific objectives, specific time frames to achieve those goals of objective. So if I can tell you what to do for 2015 or how to plan for 2015, drill down to your costs and know what it costs each time you dispatch a truck. Establish an accountability program as well as a bonus program for achieving over and above results. Set up specific timetables for your people to accomplish specific goals. Create a caring atmosphere. You know, you always hear that my employees don't care about me. My employees don't do this. My employees don't do that. My employees do that. Blah, 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 blah. Well, there is a fundamental reason, and the reason may be you. And if you don't treat people the way they should be treated, then they're going to react accordingly. We all have to change. My business has evolved tremendously from where it was 3 years ago. It's going to continue to evolve. Today, I don't run the office anymore because I think there's people more competent than me to deal with the issues that I may think might not be as important as a person that has those issues. But I can tell you that we have a lot of tenure in our business because I'm smart enough to listen to the people that I trust to make the right decisions. So in closing, I'm going to state that you need to plan, you need to get out of your comfort zone, and you need to think outside the box. Until next time, thank you for attending the podcast.